Anyway, look, the hit of the weekend was obviously Dahmer.
Yeah.
Did you watch?
I watched the first 2 episodes. Yeah.
It's a tough watch.
It is very disturbing, bro.
It's a toughie.
Very, very disturbing. Deeply disturbing.
Yeah. I had a feeling. Well, first of all, the kid that plays him, the dude from American Horror Story, nailing it.
Hammer. Yeah.
Crushing that.
Also, just it's alarming how much like his bone structure and everything looks like him.
Yeah.
Like if you just Wikipedia real life Jeffrey Dahmer, you're like, oh, that's your boy. That's the same
but
dude.
He does that dead eye thing. Fucking well. I didn't know he was so shit faced all the time.
Yeah, apparently he was a raging alcoholic since like the age of 14.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was like the 70s were so rad that he was literally taking Budweisers into class. And cracking them just in the back of science class.
Yeah. I heard he was crushing beers on the curb once in like the teacher's parking lot. And some teacher was like, you can't do this. You're going to get kicked out of school. And he was like, oh, I'm having a hard time with my family. And they were just like, oh, okay. And he never got in trouble for it.
Just started plucking heartstrings, which he would go on to do later. But, well, yeah, I mean, that's a crazy thing that like the people that are like 70 now, when they were 18, it was the legal drinking age.
Yeah, which makes a lot more sense.
It was like a weird post-Vietnam thing, but yeah, like kids in my high school, like their moms were like, "Oh yeah, we used to drink in class."
Well, my pops,
like
he would have to go to Pennsylvania to drink. Like it was still 21 in New York and New Jersey, but he would just drive over the border of Pennsylvania, and you could buy cases of beer and liquor and whatever.
Wild,
insane,
yeah,
insane, but also so much better for kids, like as far as getting it out of your system.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't be a 21-year-old individual like binge drinking the way you do. Like that's high school shit.
Yeah.
Like that's
I mean, what's even more like impressive about our parents is that they did all that drunk driving with no airbags.
Yeah.
Just cracking up frames.
Yup.
But yeah, so the Dahmer thing, it's there. Let's see if my dog's barking is going to get picked up. Did you see the thing I posted of
with the sound
Chloe with the
I was laughing hysterically
with the hound canceling, like sound canceling shit. But
she looks like a leatherhead. It's like an old football helmet from back in the day.
It's like Paul Tonics, I think is the name of it. So it doesn't just cancel the sound; it also has there's a Spotify playlist that it hooks up to that is soothing
like
classical music. I swear to God. So Lisa's just blasting classical music in her ears while the thunder's fucking cracking.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. But
Chloe's
because my girlfriend's a ridiculous person. But okay, so the thing that really needs to be talked about with Dahmer is nobody, preface it by saying this, is that nobody deserves to be murdered by a serial killer except for that Laotian kid. He kinda had it coming. That I don't know how far into it you are, but his brother is the guy that Dahmer did a year over. He got in trouble for drugging and molesting his brother when he was 14.
Jesus.
And then 2 years later, he gets out. He meets this kid at the gas station.
Yeah.
And he says yes to coming back with him for some Boone's Farm.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
How thirsty are you, bro?
Well, I think he promised $50 too.
Right. But
which in the 70s, or when was it?
70s.
Yeah.
But, or maybe
early 80s at this point. Yeah.
80s, yeah. But, dude.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is hold out for more than Boone's Farm. Get some Louis XIV. If you're going to get drugged, butt-fucked, and eaten.
Yeah.
Like
minimum Courvoisier.
Yeah.
You can't be out here with Rumple Mints getting fucking shot full of hydrochloric acid.
Ball out, dude.
Yeah, that's so intense. My favorite component of it is that it just proves that black women always know. Black women always know. And not that it was probably that difficult to decipher, but she probably had a feeling about homeboy like immediately and was like, and she called the police multiple times.
Yeah,
and they were just
Miss
like,
Glenda definitely was on top of it.
And they were just like, no, it just smells weird. Like, what?
Oh, dude,
Like rotting corpses?
This is gonna be a really fucking tough month or two for white guys that live in the hood that are a little bit on the shady side.
Yeah, 100%. Bro.
How many times do I have to tell you? I just have Asperger's. Oh man,
it's gonna be a doozy.
If you're a white guy living in the hood right now, you better start taking your trash out, motherfucker, because the Miss Glendas of the neighborhood.
Yeah, you need to get LASIK. If you have glasses, get LASIK, sir.
Yeah.
Grow your hair out and dye it. If you're a little blonde dude with glasses in the hood right now,
yeah, this ain't your time.
And that's what's happening. There's even like the hoodest of hoods, like Brownsville, is slowly becoming gentrified. Like parts of the South Bronx that were untouched, you're slowly starting to see little Jeffrey Dahmers creep in, bro.
Yeah,
and they're gonna not be trusted at all.
Right. Yeah, I mean, before communities so embraced their gentrifiers, like. Dude, I was the tip of the spear of gentrification in like multiple neighborhoods. I was first whitey in all the time, and it wasn't a hero's welcome necessarily.
Not like, oh, the token white. Like, no.
But
yeah, that shit was bananas, bro. It was super.
I can't get over horrifying. That kid going back. Like the kid that like your brother got.
Wait, so his brother got killed?
His brother didn't get killed. His brother lived.
But then he got killed. The younger brother did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was the craziest one because the
cops brought him back.
The level of white privilege there is
astonishing.
Pretty undeniable.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, if there's really any lesson with this whole thing is like white guys get out there and crime. Just
crime it the fuck up, bro.
They are not looking at you.
No.
Like,
if you got to eat some people, now's the time.
They will bring your half-eaten victim back to you. Yeah.
That is so incredibly rough. And he was just like, yeah. It's also just so weird how he like just provides a monotone explanation as to what's happening. And they're like, yeah, well, we don't want to hear about any gay shit, so
yeah,
sounds good to us.
Oh, the homophobia of it all. It's like, yeah, it's just my boyfriend. Yeah,
they're like, take him.
Sounded like a boyfriend thing, if you know what I mean.
Like, here, take this child with bite marks in him back into your apartment, sir.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, bro.
It's not great.
It's so crazy.
But so you haven't gotten to the cannibalism parts of it yet.
No, not fully. No, I didn't know that it was going to open up like that. I thought he was going to murk and then eat the dude before my very eyes. And I was just like, I don't want it. And I was so hyped when he bang.
Yeah.
When he cracked him and got out.
Right. Well, it's interesting, too, though. I feel like you couldn't get away with if you pitched something to Netflix where it's like, yeah, all these gay guys are going to get, murdered and eaten and, like, they're not really going to fight back.
Yeah.
That... like you couldn't get that made without knowing that it was real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, like
that's the pitch. You're like, okay, so a white cisgender.
Yeah, it's such a stupid stereotype, which is like, there's obviously tons of gay dudes that got hands. I mean, you still got man strength. Like no matter what, you got fucking man strength. But
that's my biggest problem with like training in martial arts. Whenever I watch like footage of true crime shit or like security cam footage of anything, I get so anxious and I'm like, if you just trained a little bit, you'd be fine. Like if you just knew how to move your body out of the way or just not sit there, like just do something.